some ways, at some point in your life, everybody can be a lost rider. Good morning and welcome to the second half of this week's News from the Camp House. You've got me all by yourself this morning. I'm trying to fill in some cracks. I'm not telling you anything I haven't told you in the past. I'm just going over it. It's like I told everybody. You can also get this at the LostRiderPodcast.com. You can listen to it anytime you want. And I was going over a little geography this morning. It is just beyond my comprehension. It's beyond my understanding why certain people don't realize this. I understand that, I have studied it, to the nth degree over how many years, and it's so simple. This is no great, you ain't got to be smart to know this. But we have the water process technologies. We've got everything we need to work on our water problems in Texas. I ain't saying we've got everything we need to solve them, but we do have, and I think maybe we do, but we certainly have enough cards in our hand right now to go to work solving a bunch of these problems. And you have people that are doing it, and they're getting some pushback. And I don't completely understand why, when there should be more people lining up behind them, especially your conservationists, most especially your would-be loud talking about conservationists. Right now, I wouldn't give 2 cents for someone who claims to be a conservationist and doesn't have the information that I've been putting on this radio for the last for the last 25 years, but especially in the last couple of months, when we're talking about seawater desalination and brackish aquifer desalination. Because here's the deal. If you look at the Colorado River right now, if Austin and San Antonio and these major municipalities were supplied with a fresh water source that would take the pressure off of the Colorado River, you would not have to have, our river would be healthy. We would have a whole lot better river. I do not understand how our river can look the way it does, and we could sit around and say that we're satisfying the freshwater inflow that is required at the Texas Gulf Coast. And or, what does the Gulf Coast aquifer look like? What do the other aquifers look like? All right. So let's look at that. Let's just say if you put enough fresh water in Corpus, in San Antonio, in South Texas, all the way around to Austin, take the pressure off the Edwards Aquifer, take the pressure off the Colorado River, take the pressure off of some of these highly valued groundwater and surface water resources, then everybody would have the water we need to further satisfy what gets to the Gulf Coast, to satisfy what our river looks like here, in Colorado County and all the way down to the coast. I mean, the Colorado River running through Columbus is horrific. It's horrible. I don't know why there's not a band of people, with torches and pitchforks going to Austin screaming about the way our river looks. And to think, here's the deal. They want to have a seawater desal plant. They have the technology to manage the discharge. It's deep water discharge. This is nothing new. I've told everybody for ages. We've been doing this in Texas since the 1980s, when they drilled out the strategic oil reserves. This has been done. So this is nothing new. A seawater desal plant with deep water intake and deep water discharge, this is nothing new. They're going to sell it to you like it's a new idea. There's nothing new about it. All right, your brackish aquifer discharge. The one down at Brownsville was sold with the idea that the discharge would reclaim 1,000 acres or more of wetlands. I've heard no more about it. When you talk about it to the South Texas Water Authority, they all look at you with these big blank eyes and like they've never heard of what you're talking about. But that is the way it was sold. What happens is people are scared. If someone uses the fear factor of pollution, and they forget to tell these folks that this water will be treated, this discharge will be treated before it's put back in the system. Agencies in Austin are already planning on pumping out frack water, treating it, and putting it back in the system. They know this can be done. And for the general public not to know this and to know it can be done safely is just a disservice. This is a disservice, and I'm not sure what media source to go to other than, I'd say, it's outdoor media. Outdoor media is supposed to be reporting this. And if I'm the only one out here beating the drum, that's just wrong. CCA should be doing this. Every conservation group out here ought to be high behind this, going, we know how to do it. We got the technology to do it. Let's get it. Let's get everybody set up to where, we're healthy, where the state of Texas is healthy and has a tremendous water supply, and we're all doing good, and the Gulf Coast is doing good, and it can be done. It can be done. Nuclear. You hear about people being scared of nuclear. There's no reason to any longer be afraid of nuclear. All those pictures of the nuclear power plants, that is old hat. Is people trying to scare you. There is no sense in that. There's no reason we cannot use nuclear power for desalination. Cheaper, easier, put it right at the source. Don't have to tap the electric grid. Don't have to use natural gas. Your microreactors are the answer to the future as we see it right now. You put your energy source where you need it. You don't need thousands of miles of transmission lines. This stuff is really kind of on the cutting edge right here in front of us, right in our lap. And it's a disservice that the media doesn't cover this responsibly. And that's a big word to drop on them, is responsibly, because I don't know who can responsibly cover this except people who talk to the experts and who cover this extensively for years. You cannot give this to some cub reporter and tell them to do a little bit of research and then drop them on it and tell them to go get it. No, this has to be someone reporting this stuff, in my opinion, that has watched this come to fruition over the past 25, 30, 40 years. That is my strong opinion of it. The honest truth of it is that everybody should have this. Everybody should know it. It's not that hard. If you know a little bit about geography, you know water runs downhill. It's just not that hard. Follow the money. Look at the technology that we have. Look at all the things that are going on today. there's no reason that people don't know these answers, because we do have the answers. We have a lot of the answers. I don't know that we have all the answers, but we've certainly got enough of the answers to address the problem and to start managing it and to continue on into the future without fear of compromising natural resources, without compromising the integrity of fresh water getting to the Gulf Coast. So, I've been preaching about this for several months, talking to the experts, talking to all these people. They all know it. They are somewhat a little bit guarded when they're on the radio or when they're on a podcast, but they all know it. They all know it. They all know the technology is here. It's just a matter of getting that word out, and it's a matter of getting the word out responsibly. It's also a matter of managing the technology responsibly. We all know that one little screw up and everybody will be ready to hang somebody again if all they got to do is screw up. But there's already enough screw ups out there. Let's see if we can't get something right this time. And I think we're on the verge of getting it right. We just need to get everybody on the same page. That's what we're doing here this morning. We're trying to help everybody get a little closer to being on the same page. All right, guys, we're out of time this morning. I'll see if my old knee don't let up on me a little bit, so my sense of humor is better. I can go back to interviewing, talking to other people, and we'll find out more. There's a lot of other things we'll be covering too. So I appreciate everybody for listening. Now, this weekend's edition has also been brought to us by Shaw's Bend Social Club, country club folks who don't have a country club. Go out, have a good weekend, have a lot of fun, be safe, have fun, and y'all just remember pretty much any day is sure a good day to be out in the woods.